Hi guys, it's me Ditties. I'm back with another episode of the Medieval Legacy Challenge. I hope you are all doing very well. It's about 2:30 p.m. on a Tuesday for these guys. What can I have them do? How far is Marnie's second trimester? Oh, and she's still got a simmering rage from when he yelled at her. Yes, right, that is where we left things. He yelled at her. I think that they're sort of just staying out of each other's way. Oh no, I guess not. I guess they've forgiven each other. Look, she's very flirty. Yeah, it looks like they're getting along, even though he does seem to yell at her unprompted quite a lot. Oh, and now they're gonna kiss. Yep, I'm a bit worried for her, actually. If that's how she responds. But as I've said before, she didn't have a lot of options as a peasant and one from a very large family. So she's making do. Country girls make do. I guess I can have her eat some plants to tick that over. She's a little hungry. So I think it only works for each plant once. I'm just gonna test that hypothesis. Oh yes, I put them in their socks that she knitted. Okay, so it does work. Have we planted any parsley yet? Oh, it's only summer and spring. Oh, and she's got a snowdrop from him. Yes, I'm remembering it all now. Isn't it pretty with the snow though? It's another day of fasting. Has she already messed that up? No. I guess harvestables don't count. Well, let's see. Speaking of harvestables, let's see if there's anything new growing. We've got these already. There's potentially stuff in the forest. I don't really want to send her in so heavily pregnant though, but I'm not really sure what our options are. She may have to. Mediocre woohooing? Wait, when did that even happen? I've only ever had them do it once. Does she have it? Oh no. They must have done it. I made another family, so I wasn't controlling these guys for a while. I don't know if they were doing this without me, because I do not remember that. Wow. Oh, he's ending his fast. I always forget. So I believe this is the first snow of winter, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, fox, Tristan. So the foxes are becoming a real problem here. Tristan's doing his best to get rid of them, but they keep coming back. He isn't really sure what to do. He doesn't want to get too close. Oh, there's literally but honestly, look, there are so many wolves crawling around. There's one there, and there's one over here. Yeah, they decide to go in and go to bed. They don't really know. They're nervous. But later that night, so Tristan and Marnie go outside because they're awoken by a strange wolf's howl that's abruptly cut short, and outside they see this very fancy, very elegantly dressed woman with a very red mouth and a fancy wolf fur cloak standing outside over the body of a dead wolf. And Marnie just kind of backtracks and immediately goes back inside and shuts the door, but the lady's already seen her. And Tristan goes over. He's curious. I mean, obviously, she's a beautiful woman at his house in the dead of night. And she introduces herself. Good evening. I am the Lady Angelique, sister to the one whom you pay tithes. I think that I made his name Jask. Yes, it's Jask and Angelique Sanguine. They are in the EA gallery if you're curious. I think they're beautiful. We have a problem with wolves in these countries. You have learned of this. You must not let them live. You must kill them on sight. Kill the wolves. And he just agrees. He doesn't know what else to do in the presence of this woman. And they talk for a little while. She says, I notice your wife is with child. You must, if you cannot feed your family, if it becomes too difficult, you must send them to us. We'll apprentice your children. We always make sure that the children are fed and not how you say fed. We make sure they are fed. Eventually he realizes that it's a bit odd for her to be just sort of wandering the forests. Even if it is her land, it's unusual for a woman to be out unaccompanied, especially one as elegant as this. But she says she's on her way to visit the prophet. There's a prophet that they keep in the forest. I want to explain something here. So this is actually something that I learned from a Tumblr post, and I think it's actually amazing. Lords or noblemen or kings and things could hire an old man to live on their land in a cave or in some kind of enclosure that they make the aesthetic just right for a hermit / prophet, and then they can go and visit them and get their fortune told and everything. And they pay this guy to just pretend to be a hermit. And then the Lady Angelique says, I go and I see the prophet now. Make sure to kill the wolves, Tristan. Can you tell I'm excited about the werewolves back? Okay. Marnie woke up in the middle of the night after the visit to just have a little bit of a snack. So she's just leveled up to the next level of the outdoor enthusiast. aspiration. So she needs to craft 3 excellent herbal remedies, identify all unidentified plants, and befriend the hermit of Granite Falls. That's convenient, isn't it? We might do that. We might do that in a different episode. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really think she's got that many herbs, though, to get on with the crafting of the remedies. She's only really lived through autumn here and hasn't really got any of the winter plants or the summer or the spring plants. So this may be one that we're working on for a while, but I can give her always welcome. I think that will be useful. So this is sort of a lifetime aspiration because this is not achievable in one season. At least not without cheating quite heavily. So we'll be working on this one for a while. I suppose I could have Tristan go into the forest and collect her some herbs while she stays at home. It depends whether or not he's in a good mood though. Oop, no, not woohoo, not woohoo, not woohoo, not woohoo. No. Oh, she's having a bladder failure. I was just literally just sending her to the bathroom. Okay, Tristan is up, ready to perform his farmly, woodsmanly duties. I think plants don't pop up until... Oh no, I thought it was 6 a.m. Never mind. Oh, the potatoes are out. Great. Right, Marnie's taking care of her bath. That's good. So I think that this time for once, Marnie is the one that is asking Tristan what was going on with the, like, what was that? And she's referring to the woman that visited them in the night. And he's the one that's a little bit more reticent. And he's sort of just like, oh, she was just, she's just the sister of the lord that owns these lands. You don't need to worry about it. It's not your concern. Oh my goodness, it's Christmas Day. Would you look at that? Okay, well, they can't... actually, maybe they could do drinking. She could make some mead. Can she make a grand meal? I think I can make one on this grill. No, I swear I've seen it recently, though. Alright, we don't have any of this stuff. Oh, wait. We can make a roast chicken. I wonder if that would count. So I'll have him give her all of the potatoes and things, and she can make them a Christmas dinner. They have been fasting for most of winter. I'm not sure it will count as a grand meal, but we'll see. Why is she having another bladder failure? Marnie, what's wrong with you? You just had a bath. Okay, well, I suppose she'll have another bath, and then she'll cook, and he'll just have to wait. Yeah, I don't think we can have open presents. Is gift giving one that we can do? Yeah, we should do that instead. I don't really know that he's got anything for her. Alright, what am I having him make? A bear sculpture? Yeah, he can give her that, I guess. She's not really knitted him anything. Maybe she could do that quickly? I don't know, I'll see what time it is by the time they're both done crafting. Now, I don't think for this first Christmas they would spend it with their neighbours, but I believe that they may spend future Christmases with their neighbours. I think they'll hang out for like solstices and stuff. Tristan, do not eat that. No. She's gonna cook you Christmas dinner. Do not eat that. So on Christmas Eve, instead of a Father Winter, they got a very beautiful and odd stranger visiting them. Ooh, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm vegan, but for a low poly bunch of blobs, that looks pretty tasty. Oh, she loves the idea of a grand meal. Well, I'm not sure this will count. Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh, the bin is overflowing and stinky. They don't have an outside bin. I will need to remedy that soon. I think that looks great. Oh, it is a grand meal. Amazing. Okay, Tristan, stop that. Merry Christmas, guys. Tristan, where are you going? No, Tristan, sit here. Tristan, no. Tristan, sit here. Sit next to your wife. Tristan, sit next to your pregnant wife. Tristan, you're gonna have a delightful time. Aww. Yay! Okay, so that's ticked off for both of them. Great. So maybe I'll have him... Oh, they can't make mead because they don't have honey, and I can't... There's no point in me getting them bees because they are dormant in winter. Well, then hot milk is... That's boring. Does a bar work off the grid? I've actually never considered that. I don't recall trying that before. I won't do it for this year. Actually, how much money do they have? Oh, that's way beyond their price range. I was thinking of getting this for Tristan so he could make his own juice. Yeah, it's too pricey, but this is by Sadie Sim, who does some amazing sort of custom things that are not custom content. She does some really cool builds that are not CC. They are just really artfully done, really skillfully done with the tool mod. So I definitely recommend checking her out. Actually, she's got a YouTube channel as well as her EA gallery. Could they get a bar? I mean, this is not a gift from Marnie because she's not the carpenter. Right, well, they've got this bar. Not sure if it's workable. Let's see. Oh, it is. Oh, and it does work off the grid. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder if that's an oversight. Well, he'll have a barley bale. This is one way that they can eat their money up very quickly. Okay, so he was working on that as well as working on her gift. Oh? Oh? This is interesting. Okay, we've got bills for the first time. It's for simoleons. That's one advantage to paying off the grid, to living off the grid. Right, well, I'll just have him pay that, I guess. For simoleons, that is so funny. And Tristan has a little drinky, and he's very, very happy with it. He's like, I should have thought of this ages ago, months ago. I could have been drinking barley beer this whole time, and maybe Marnie will just have a... I guess she'd drink the same thing. They don't know about alcohol being bad for children, I assume. So she's angry at him because of the sentiment that she has, but I feel that it's overshadowed by everything else that she's got going on here, all these other moodlets that she has. Okay, well, Tristan, give her your bear that you just made her. He's going to give it to her and say, I know that we haven't been married for very long, but I wanted to make you this to remember the time that I fought a bear for you. I hope you know that I would do that and so much more, Marnie. I would do so much for you. Does she like it? I think she does. She does like it. Oh, and she's giving him a rose again. Ignore that. Ignore that. She did not give him a rose. Does she need to pee again? Oh my god, Marnie, what the heck is wrong with you? Oh, I guess she is in her third trimester. Or maybe she doesn't get him a gift this year. They don't have to give each other gifts all the time. They have other things to worry about. He's just gonna watch her pee, okay. And what does he need to do for his aspiration? He just needs to get up to level 6 before... Well, I think he needs to get to level 5 before he can start grafting. I guess he could fertilize. What do we have a lot of? Got a lot of onion. So I'll just have him fertilize these plants. Is fertilizing an onion with an onion kind of like cannibalism? Oh, Giselle is actually inviting them over. I don't see why not. Maybe they will both go. So here they are. I think Tristan says hello to Ephraim, and Marnie says a very quiet hello to Giselle. Actually, let's give her one of the chicken hats that I made by mistake, because then they can dress up the chickens. That's a cute idea. Okay, that's not a wolf. That is one of their puppies. And she says that she's going to have a baby, and then Giselle is like, yeah, I can see that, Marnie. I can absolutely see that. Let me know when the time comes if you need any help, because I've been through it quite a few times before. I've lost a couple, and then I think Marnie might like pull her aside to chat indoors. Where can they have a little private conversation? She's going to maybe admit that she's nervous about having her first baby, but also that she got visited by the woman that is the sister of the man that they sort of live on the land, the one that they pay tithes to, the one who owns all the properties. And she seemed a little odd, but what did she think? And then Giselle says, oh, I'm not sure about those two. I mean, as lords go, They don't cause us much trouble. They let us live here. They don't ask for a lot except the taxes that we pay. And even then, they're quite flexible with only ever wanting half of our income and not a set fee. And then Marnie says very quietly, I heard her ask my husband if we could send this child to become an apprentice. Do you think that's a good idea? It sounds like an amazing opportunity. And then Giselle says, no, don't do it. Do not do that. We had an older son that we sent to them to apprentice to their gardener, and we've never heard from him since. We went there once. We went there in the middle of the day, and all the curtains were drawn. There was no sign of our son. When we knocked, there was a voice that came from the inside saying, leave. Your son can't see you. And it's been several winters now, and we haven't heard a peep. Of course, the son couldn't write to them, and they can't write to him because they're peasants that don't know how to read and write. But they think it's very suspicious. They think it's odd that he just completely cut ties with them. So I guess that they think that maybe they're quite snooty noblemen that will turn their children against them, and for that reason they advise Marnie not to send any of her children to become an apprentice to any of their servants. Because Giselle can see that Marnie has the same sort of family orientation that she does. She wants a big happy family. She probably is going to prize happiness over success. Marnie, are you going to pee yourself again? Do not do that. She is. Oh my god, Marnie, how many times is that this episode? That's like your 4th time. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's really embarrassed, and then Giselle just says, don't worry, it's happened to me so many times. So I think this has been maybe a short episode, but I am going to end it here. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell if you want to know when these next come out. I advise you to do that because I know some of you follow exclusively for the Sims content, and maybe you don't watch my Valheim videos or my medieval history videos. But if you ring the notification bell, then you will be informed of every video that comes out, so you can choose which ones you want to watch. Otherwise, the algorithm will start hiding my videos from you, which would be very sad. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you're all very well, and I will see you in the next one when maybe we will have a little babe. Bye!